Hey guys, as requested, so if you want to see more about what's been happening at the barn, go to patreon.com/dspiffy, and there's about, I don't know, about at least 24 barn videos that have not been shown yet. But it has been requested that I show these 85 gold lines here in the bay. We are going to do a full updated barn tour and show all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections of the barn on our floors. I mean, there's a whole nother floor that we don't rent, but of the 1.5 floors that we rent, there are 6 segments, and we're going to do a whole updated tour of all of them, some of which have not been seen on camera before. And so the 85 gold lines will get their place in the spotlight then. But it's been requested that we do a demo video of them first, and why not? It's not like they're a surprise. You've seen them in the background of other videos. Obviously, we know what happened is that Pete replaced the tats with some 85 gold lines. I was trying to convince him to replace the tats with Rick blenders, and that hopefully is still going to happen in the future. But I will say I really, really like the 85 gold lines here, and I didn't think I would. I wanted to have some brown straight bladed fans to match over there, and hence the Rick blenders. And I still think that'll fit better, and it'll fit better with the wagon wheel. But in the meantime, the 85 gold lines here, they look so much better than I thought they would. So, your metalness, since this was your idea, anything you want to say before we test them?
Oh, yes, these are definitely next to the Union, my other childhood gold line.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I saw both of these. And this, I think, was actually the very first industrial that I actually saw. It wasn't the Union. And back then, even my earliest years, I could not distinguish these and the Unions. They looked the same to me. And then as I got a little older, like say 3, 4 years old, I started noticing the difference of the upper canopy,
Mm-hmm.
But the blades looked so much the same. The motors, I just didn't notice the step in those.
I'll be honest. I mean, I saw these so early in childhood, I'm not sure which ones I saw first. As far back as I can remember, I noticed the difference. But, so like, one of the grocery stores that my mom went to, the Kohl's, of course, had both. It had 2 of the 85s mixed in with 8 of the Unions.
Right.
And then Don's Hallmark had 2 of the 85s, and the post office had several 85s. And then McClymon's Hardware, that my dad liked to go to, had the Unions, and my uncle's Kitchen had the brown 36-inch Union. So I don't really, I can't even they were all such a formulative part of my childhood, I can't place which ones I saw first. It's taken me a long time to realize that I like the Unions better. I think I don't know if I even had a favorite for the longest. And the only reason I think I like the Unions better is just because they are getting harder to find. The 85s are a little easier to find, plus they're more similar to the current version, so it's just a little bit of a scarcity and a nostalgia thing. I love them both, though. And we admit, I mean, the 85s are the better performer between the two, hands down.
And I think, as far as me seeing the 85 gold lines, is because Pick and Save was the more common grocery store closest to us.
Yeah, we didn't have a Pick and Save.
Yeah.
We had several Kohl's.
Yeah.
We had Food Country, which had either early Contex or CECs or something similar with the 3 rings.
Yeah.
I don't think they were the CECs, but they definitely looked fatter than most Contex. So to this day, I'm not sure what they were, but something in that family. And then Sentry had those, but they were labeled Caraway, the ones right there. And
I think I did see a Sentry once with those.
I'm trying to think of what other grocery stores we had. My mom mainly went to Food Country.
Okay.
And then when Food Country went out of business, we mainly went to either Sentry or Kohl's. But I know she would sometimes go to Kohl's. It doesn't matter. That's not what we're here for. Okay.
And then I even told you the Kohl's with the Unions that of course is across from Northridge Mall.
Yep.
That one we didn't go to as often. because it was a little further away. It was if we were more in the Northridge area and we needed to make a stop. I'd get excited because we would go there and I get to see the fans.
Now, tell me, not to change the subject, when you swapped the tats for these, did you have to adjust the low-speed trim, or was it perfect just the way it was?
It was perfect, and it's very surprisingly perfect. I did not touch the low trim.
Okay. I like these so much better than the tats. I'll have to see the Rick blenders to decide which I actually like more. I think I'm gonna like the Rick blenders more, but on the other hand, it's just such a big. These are something like, well, Rick blenders too, though, for me. But like when I see these, it's like, oh yeah, childhood right there.
Yes, that's the exact reason.
And normally when I saw these, they were on like tiled ceilings. They weren't on bare wood rafters like this.
Right.
But there was a bakery that we used to go to for like Easter maybe or something like that had a back room where they would, like in the back room, they would have like an Easter thing set up for kids, and they had a bunch of these on the wood rafters. That was a big part of my childhood too. Yeah. So maybe Clausen's? I'm not sure. I'll have to go look for it. I don't think the fans are still there though.
Yeah, as I said.
You want to take him to like a medium or medium low?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up.
So just over there, there's his metalness. There's the bay controls. This controls all the fans here except for the Hunter. The Hunter is technically considered a light, so it's switched by the lights. But all the other fans are over here. This very metal fan control system over here. I sometimes call it the octopus, even though it only has 6 arms, because Pete has so much of that flex tubing coming out of it. 2 more and it actually would be an octopus. Rick or sheep?
Okay, so this is more like your speed you'd find them at the grocery store. But I'm gonna go up to 2 o'clock. Here's what I'd see them like. Although the pick and save that I first saw these at, they were on high.
Interesting. I don't think any of the grocery stores that we went to normally ran their fans on high. They were all either like a medium or a low.
Yeah, these were on high. These were like, or at least close to high.
I wonder why the sheep are so loud tonight.
Or Rick.
Could be Rick.
Okay. All right, I'm turning it up closer to medium.
Did I ever tell you I had one of these in my bedroom at one point as a kid? And you know, I had a very normal sized small bedroom with a low ceiling. Like it wasn't like your bedroom where you could easily fit an industrial. It was quite a large fan for a small space.
Yeah.
But it moved good air.
Yeah, I agree. It would move good air. Of course it would.
These are a good way to freeze 85 gold lines.
But these are much more closer in speed on all 4 to 1 control. The Tatsu was the one that was faster than all the rest.
Yeah.
1 out of 4 was like, even down on low, it was like already moving faster. Okay, so I'm gonna go just past medium.
Should have worn a coat.
So this is more like from this would be the slowest I would have seen them. And to bring them to high.
That one seems like the most powerful one.
Let's see, hold on. Seeing kind of the same between those 2.
I think the one on the left looks faster, but we'll see which one spins down.
The way of the light.
Could be. Why don't you kill the power to the pedal? Let's see if it keeps moving on its own from the airflow or if it stops.
All right.
Oh, are any of these... I see this one's labeled Banville. Are they all labeled Banville, or are some of them labeled just Envirofan?
That one's Banville too. The label's missing on that one. This one's Banville.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one the label is missing.
The ones I saw as a kid did not say Banville. They just said Envirofan, which is interesting.
I was wondering, these things didn't come from Canada.
No. These all came from around here, but the thing is, if you go, some of them came from like Eau Claire, and if you go up north to northern Wisconsin, some of the distributors up there are distributing Canada products because they're closer to the Canada border.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think the pedal's gonna stop. I was curious. It might go the other direction, honestly. Let's see. No.
I think they're just too much at level.
Yeah. I bet you if you turn the peak fans all the way up, it would spin the pedal.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Just to try it out.
Sure.
Let's see. I know it did the blender.
Yeah. It's interesting with the shape of those blades, though,
Yeah.
because you're not gonna have the same.
No, they gotta be like regular blades. Like
Maybe, maybe not. Let's see.
I already turned up the peaks.
It's trying to move, but
Yeah, I just don't think it's.
okay. You want to leave them on high and then do a kill switch together, or no? No.
Well, we're gonna do.
We'll do. Okay. Well, ready to do spin down?
Yeah, we'll do spin down of the bays.
Okay.
'Cause that's what we're really doing.
That's what we're here for.
Yes. Keep the rest of them on low. They're just background.
Yeah.
But we're really.
Well, if you want to turn the pedal back on, you can. I was just curious. Yeah, I figured he would. Which one do you think is going to stop first?
Well, I just treated that one's again because it seemed to not start when I hit the switch.
Okay, so that one definitely seemed like I would guess the same. Go ahead. What are you going to
I
say?
already know which one's gonna be last.
Which one's going to be last?
That one.
Really? I would have guessed that one. Okay.
I've watched. I've done this many times.
Okay, well.
I already cheated and went ahead on
Well.
that. Because, turning them on and off so many times, I tend to watch for that.
I just haven't had them on high much.
Well, even without being on high.
Be interested to see in the summer, now that we have more space, which fans are helpful to have on in the summer and which fans are not helpful to have on in the summer. Because what I remember is when I was in here over the summer with, maybe I can't remember if it was with Andrew or it was with the camera crew, but having the fans upstairs on during the summer made it worse down here because it just blew the hot air up here. But having the ones in the bay made it better up there because they would bring the hot air down here from up there, like if that makes sense. So,
What are you saying?
so that one definitely stopped first. Pete was right about that.
Yeah.
We should maybe put the gable fan upstairs.
Those windows are fixed.
Oh.
Sorry, I was thinking about that too. But I looked and those windows are fixed.
There's nothing up there we can open, huh?
They're not openable.
Okay, well.
That's the one. I thought of that too, but when I looked, I saw that they were fixed windows.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably not worth cutting a hole in the side of the barn.
No.
Because, I mean, we're not going to be hanging out upstairs.
No.
That's more storage at this point.
It is. That was the idea.
Yeah.
Even though it's cool seeing the.
Display?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one definitely stops way before everybody else.
Yeah. Even though this time when I turned them all on,
Yeah.
that one did go.
Yeah.
So definitely the treatment helped.
Yeah.
But others are still spinning down.
Yeah. Seems very neck and neck. Okay, so this one's next. I was very wrong.
Yeah.
That looks like that one's even going to beat this one back here that I thought might stop second.
About to stop.
Okay, Pete was right. Okay, well, I think that's it for tonight. As always, if you want to see a lot more barn content, we did CFM tests on some of these on the enclosure test rig. That's behind the scenes. Some other gold line related tests. That's behind the scenes. Some tours of the areas of the barn that have not been public yet. That's behind the scenes. all on patreon.com. As always, we want to thank our sponsors. Go to buyfanstick.com, fanstick.biz, lightstick.com, and rickersheep.com for more information about our sponsors. That's the abbreviated list. Of course, you can find out more in our regular fan test videos.
Yeah.
So as always, thanks for watching, and
Bye, Fanstick.
bye, Fanstick. Thanks for watching.